Hi there, I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my August planetary overview, which I do each month. It's written for New York Daily News and on my pages on newyorkdailynews.com/horoscopes. And what I normally do is just read through it. So bear with me because, it's a little harder to read the copy than it is to ad-lib. Okay, so I'm calling this a motivational month that needs patience and tolerance to achieve. So the beginning of August, so last month concluded with Uranus, a planet of change and originality, going retrograde, which allows you to do a course correction if needed. Now, Mercury, the communication planet, departed the sign of Leo on July the 30th and entered Virgo, one of the signs it rules, the other being Gemini. And the energy here is beneficial, therefore, and particularly with communicating, analyzing, creativity, or gathering knowledge or education. Short journeys, too, come under this vibration. Now, Mercury will stay here for a 2-month period through to October the 7th. It's an extended stay, and as it will go retrograde late August, okay? So September is going to be a much better month for planning and researching, so this is the month really to get things into action. So there's much more emphasis on the details of life with this positioning. Now, there was a lot of power in the star chart last month, opportunities to walk your truth and shine like a star. But as always, it's up to each and every one of us to decide what we want to do and then to make it happen. Sometimes finding out what we want to do is the hardest thing. All right, let's have a look at week 1. So the week will kick off with a favorable interaction between the all-powerful energy of the Sun and stable Saturn, making it a great time to get down to business and get serious about your goals and to make them a reality. So closely followed by the revitalizing energy of the new moon in the bright and light sign of progressive Leo. And assertive Mars will leave intense Scorpio for the more freedom-loving Sagittarius. Now, later in the week, Venus will depart Leo, where she shines, but by being just her most beautiful, best self, and she'll enter Virgo, where the relationship vibe of Virgo will help you look after the relationship that you have with yourself as well as be there for others. Now, other planetary interactions to be mindful of in the first week are Venus, will square Mars, which can set up a conflict of responsibility versus freedom with those of you who are close to and possibly jealous behavior can come in here as well. And Mercury squares Saturn, highlighting that the past issues may need to be revisited, and perhaps a candid discussion can take place during this time. So it's a dynamic start to August, provides the energy, optimism, and motivation to surge forward in the right direction, but not without some level of patience and tolerance, okay? Which will need to be practiced right through the month if you want to stay productive. Now, week 2, August the 8th, Mercury and Pluto interact with a trine and can open the doorway for discussion to take place and an opportunity to get deep rather than superficial. Saturn is stationary, coming out of its retrograde transit, so even if you do have to step out of your comfort zone to clear the air in a matter that needs to be sorted out, then this is the time to do it. At the same time, Venus will square Saturn, another message not to get too cozy and to face the situation head on to get it resolved. At the end of the weekend, Venus will oppose mysterious Neptune and can cause confusion as to what is actually happening. If it concerns love or money, don't do anything until you are sure of all the facts, so, not hearsay. All right, let's have a look at week 3, August the 15th. This week commences with positive trine aspect between the Sun and Uranus and another trine between Venus and Pluto, shortly followed by the full moon in Aquarius. The trines will provide a great deal of energy to step up and shine. So use your individual strength in any way that will get you ahead. Don't be afraid to use what you've got. It's a great time to get serious about your highest priority, also for self-promotion, and the connections you make now can be with people you feel aligned with who help you move in the direction of your dreams. However, with the presence of the full moon, which means that the sun is in Leo and the moon in Aquarius, there's a wild card in the mix. So be open to what happens next. It may not be what you expect, but it could actually be better than what you planned. All right, going on to week 4, August the 22nd, the commencement of. Monday is a busy day this week. Mercury and Jupiter conjunct, so they're playing nice together in Virgo. So it's fabulous news could be on the way, or perhaps you are giving needed advice to someone. Either way, pay attention to what's happening. The sun swaps with the bright and light Leo, the sign it rules for the more serious and intellectual Virgo, which will assist you to get your messages across with clarity and certainty. And a trine between the sun and moon can provide the harmony to achieve a positive conclusion on whatever your main focus is on at the time. So, but beware, the week is not full of harmony. Mars and Saturn connect midweek and is a sign of possible disharmony, and on a world scale. The planets will conjunct in the sign of Sagittarius, which governs foreign affairs as well as higher learning, spirituality, religion. Mars' energy is determined to push through no matter what, even if it means a major upset. And with Saturn, this planet can dig in and take its time, as the energy prefers to be cautious. So there's also a stubborn, obstinate factor going on here, which does not lend itself to happy, amicable, or even peaceful dealings. Okay, so at the end of the week, Neptune, the planet of mysteriousness, adds to the confusion, forming a square between Mars and Saturn, and brings with it a warning not to take anything on face value. So step aside for now and watch from the sidelines until you gain further clarity as to what your next move should or could be. Shortly after, on the weekend, Venus and Jupiter will connect in a conjunction, which can help diffuse the tenseness felt earlier in the week. And as these planets are in the common sense sign of Virgo, the energy can open up amicable discussion to take place. Always a good thing. And as Mercury adds wisdom into the mix, what seems like a turbulent week can actually have a happy ending. Let's hope so. Okay, so week 5, August the 29th. So on the 29th, Venus will leave sensible Virgo for beautiful Libra, one of the signs she rules, the other being Taurus, and focuses your attention on relationships and, if need be, mending some fences. This is also a great time for an image overhaul or to revisit your health and beauty regime. The next day, on the 30th, Mercury will be stationary, getting ready for his 3-week retrograde transit in Virgo, which focuses your attention on productivity research and also a continued emphasis on health, beauty, and well-being. It's a chance to review how you look after yourself and make plans to rectify or change your regime. And coming up, the September new moon, a solar eclipse on the 1st of the month, is a powerful and positive start to the next month. And although the usual intensity of new beginnings that comes with the solar eclipse can be less or dampened with Mercury retrograde, it's still a favorable time to focus your attention inward to gain clarity as to what you want to achieve over this next 6-month period. The Mercury transit can then be used effectively to put plans in place. Okay, so what a month. There's a lot happening this month, so I hope it all works out for each and every one of us. I'm going to go ahead now and do the individual reports for the first week of August, and we'll see you through the month with the weekly reports as usual. Thanks so much. Bye for now.